The time arrives for 2 hot laps of the Nürburgring behind Van is in an M2 serving as my driving line coach. The new 3 feels right at home here, no surprise, given that it's logged thousands of miles, 12.9 of them at a time, on this 73-turn circuit. A bit more surprising is how quickly this chassis makes a ring virgin like myself feel comfortable probing 8 9/10 of this chassis limits, maintaining small slip angle drifts and trusting the brakes to do their thing harder and later in the turns. I did detect a bit of brake vibration at the end of one long braking zone, however, the steering totally disappears here, drawing no attention to itself. The session ends. I struggle to think of constructive feedback for the chassis team. My criticisms are all for other 3 Series engineers. The transmission sport mode tuning needs a lot of work. It was forever grabbing high gears at the wrong time and it too seldom downshifted appropriately while slowing for a corner. The shift paddles and manual gate shifter work great, except the thin red line in the cluster that blinks at red line is too faint to get my attention. I'd also love to see some improvement in the sound of the engine exhaust at lower revs. It sounds great at full boil, but it's still plagued by that dieselish clatter at idle and low cruising speeds. The only other news we received during this chassis-focused trip about the 2.0-liter turbo engine is that it will gain about 7 HP and 37 lb-ft of torque. Over dinner we chat about benchmarks, and I ask whether the Alfa Romeo Giulia warranted special attention. It is a great car, but it is not a BMW, says chassis integration guy Robert Rothmiller. In his team's experience, Rothmiller finds that although the Alfa's ultimate capabilities may be impressive, that car makes its driver work harder than a BMW driver should have to in achieving them. So will this be the ultimate driving 3 Series? The essential elements seem to be here, provided Misha doesn't act on those other journalists' steering recommendations and ruin his years of development work.